Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. Back again. Thought I'd get on here and do a... Miss Kitty's actually over with Katie Joe. They're baking bread and making scones today. But I thought I'd better get on here. It's been over a week since we've done a video. I started off showing this, my saw. We ended up having to go down to the flatlands. When I say flatlands this time, I don't mean just the closest Walmart. You know, the nearest Walmart from us is, I think, probably 65 miles, you know, one way. So round trip about 120 miles. But we had to go all the way down to flipping Boise. Miss Kitty had to get her eyes checked and stuff, because last time she had it done, she ordered some contacts, and we realized it had been 2013. So anyway, so she had to run down there. So I've been looking at them saws and stuff. I was trying to catch Tim, and got one of them Polands with the 18-inch bar, and it's a 40cc. So since we were going down there, I kind of checked around, you know, and I thought about going back, buying another steel and all that, but you know, they really irritated me after that last deal. So I ended up was looking through some ads, and Sears had this. It's a 42cc. You can see this tree I just cut down with it. 42cc, 18-inch bar, and old Red had I used it for years for a lemon saw and stuff. Actually, when he was driving truck, he just left it at my place, and I used the heck out of this little Craftsman he had. You know, we never had no issues with it. So I went ahead, and I ended up just getting a smoking deal. It sells for $200. They were on sale for $149.99 for their President's Day sale. And then I got online and found a coupon for another $15. I ended up getting that thing for $142. And man, it is a cutting mother. So hopefully that thing hangs in there, and you know, for that kind of price, man, for the last couple of years without any issues, man. Way better than dang steel. But on top of that, like I said, we had to go down to the flatlands, way down to the flatlands. Ended up hitting kind of worked it so that it'd been 7 months since I'd been down there. And hopefully it's at least 7 months longer until I go back down there. I hate it down there. But it's just dirty, and man, you can just feel it. The town, it just buzzes. There's so much, it's just loud, so much noise down there. But I got a damn dog next door or something over here. I can hear it. Annoy me. But what else was I going to go over? I've been having quite a few people over here. Get away from that. Out of them damn hawthorns. But I've been having quite a few people. Oh, chickens! Can't believe this dang weather. But yeah, it's like springtime. It's middle of February 19th, man, and it is like 60 degrees out here, just beautiful. We went fishing yesterday, and something I've never done before, I forgot my dang tackle box. So I felt like an idiot the whole time, just ruined the whole trip. Went back over to Brown. Anyway, but I've had a bunch of people asking us about you know, the property, about finding property. Get out there, crazy. About finding property and homesteading, and then ask us about the, you know, building codes. Where can I go, you know, to do this stuff, and then where can I go to do what you're doing? But you know, and I've said it in the videos and stuff, we're not doing first of all, you know, we call it the homestead and all that, but a true homestead back in the day, you know, you went in and you homesteaded, built your place there, you know, claimed the land. Obviously I think you might still be able to do a little bit of that in Alaska. And when me and Kitty first got married, we had a chance. All you had to do was, it was out in the desert, but all you had to do was drill a well, which would cost you about $5,000, and you could homestead some property. But other than that, man, I don't know. Like I said, maybe Alaska some, but I don't know anywhere that you can homestead, you know, back like you did, you know, in the pioneer days, or even, you know, 70 years ago. So that, I guess that's the answer to that. I bought this piece of property, you know, for a smoking deal, because it was a lake. No. But the flooding's been, you know, cleared up too, man. Now it's kind of melting slow. It's good. Supposed to have a good snowpack and everything up there, so hopefully it keeps just easing its way. And now you're trying to Make sure it's got a good clear path. But the other thing I was going to touch, or the other thing I was being asked, I guess, touch base on, is the building codes. You know, everything that I'm doing, there's building codes in my county. You know, what I always call the cabin, and maybe I need to do a, thought I've done one before, but like a tour thing of inside the cabin again or something, because it's actually a snow shelter. You know, we got all the codes on the snow shelter and all that you can do, you know, as far as the structure and stuff that you can build. So, I mean, the cabin's actually a snow shelter over a 1949, you know, vagabond camp trailer. So we actually live in a camp trailer. You know, 'cause that's where our bed and our TV and our recliners, all that's inside the vagabond. And then the other outbuildings and stuff in our county, as long as you don't run power, you know, electricity or, you know, plumbing and stuff like that, you can build, basically it's considered a shed. So you can build a shed under, you know, 200 square feet or under with no permits. And that's all my buildings. I just keep under 200 square feet. So that's how I do the, you know, but we're 100% legal. But by no means does our county not have building codes, you know. Maybe not as tough and strict here as they are, you know, down below. But we do have codes. And then, well, the other one, I just had one guy asking me, you know, where to find the perfect land. And I mean, we looked, and, you know, I've said it before, is we had, at the time, we actually started looking, well, we'd been looking for years, you know, we always thought we were going to go to Idaho City area. But the year that we found this, we started looking in January. It's when I started doing these videos, so you can look back on the videos, you know, and watch the whole process. When we started looking in the Beast, which I got running again, actually Kevin D did. But we started looking in the Beast because it was, you know, a lot of snow and stuff, and then switched over at we had that little Toyota Corolla, and now Cara's got it. And in that Corolla alone, we spent, and it gets, you know, 40 miles a gallon, and we spent over $1,000 in fuel doing the legwork searching for properties. I mean, we, you know, drove and drove and drove and drove and drove, and, you know, looked, because no real estate agent is going to find you something like this. There's no money in it for them, you know, whatsoever. So that's how you're going to find your one, and it's an owner carry. You know, that was the other deal, you know, because we'd had no credit, and we had $5,000 to put down on something. So that's how we did that. And other than that, I can't think of any more questions other than, so I just wanted to touch those. I kind of tried to write on it too, but other than that, man, the weather is absolutely just wonderful. And like I said, 50 degrees. Just unreal for Idaho this time, you know, February 19th. We're looking back on our calendar from last year, and so we write down all the different, hey! Bring something and give him a chicken. Or we looked back, and it was actually March before we had, well, it was March 11th when we had the flood here last year. And then it was actually mid-March or whatever before we ever made it to the pine trees up Cab Creek, up, I guess the names of the place I don't want to tell you, but, you know, up into the pine trees. And we actually, Miss Kitty and I, went up there day before yesterday. We drove all the way up into the pine trees, you know, right to the snow line, and the roads were, you know, a little muddy, but pretty dang good. So, I mean, we're about a month ahead. It's just crazy. But it could still snow on us. You never know. This is Idaho. But anyway, so I just wanted to touch base, do a little check-in on that. And fishing season's on, so we'll probably do some videos out fishing. And if this weather keeps up, the morels are going to actually be on a lot earlier, too. You know? So we'll start doing that and then take everybody out on our next trip. Right now I'm working on, I just sawed that cottonwood, tested my saw, basically. That thing's amazing. Getting ready to clean up a bunch of spring cleaning time. Just picked up a bunch more roofing, so I'm going to start building some roofs over stuff. A new chicken house, a new goat house, a greenhouse, and kitchen, outside kitchen, you know, just so much to do. So better get my butt busy, and so we'll check in. Maybe we'll go take the camera on us on a fishing trip or something. Y'all have a good day.